Welcome to Not Easily Broken Ministry. I'm going to talk about this acceleration, this next level, this flight that you're about to take. And I'm going to break it down in 10 points. The flight, the altitude, and the assignment is what the topic is about on today. Now, listen carefully. Some of you keep calling this season pressure, but it is pre-flight. Because before God ever lifts his people, he does something that doesn't look spiritual to the carnal eyes. He organize, restrict, and expect not to embarrass you, to keep you safe at altitude. The first point is the gate. Right now, many of you are at the gate. At the gate, you don't run, you wait. You don't perform, you listen. You don't control, you submit. This is the place where God has been checking your ticket. And your ticket is not your gifting. It is your obedience. Some have gifts, but no authorization. Some have charisma, but no clearance. But the ones being boarded now are the ones who stayed faithful when nobody claps. If you felt pause, it wasn't punishment, it was clearance. Number 2, bag check. When God started touching what you carry, because altitude exposes weight, hides. So God says, that offense is too heavy. That need to be understood, too heavy. That habit of explaining yourself, too heavy. That addiction to attention is too heavy. That fear of being alone is too heavy. And you thought he was taking things from you. No, he was removing what was destabilizing you when he accelerates you. Some of you, or some of what you call loss, was actually weight reduction. Number 3, seat assignment. Then come the part that offends the flesh. God assigns seats. You don't choose where you sit. You don't negotiate placement. You don't sit by preference. You sit by purpose. Some of you were moved away from people you love. Some of you were moved out of some rooms you built. Some of you were repositioned and misunderstood. That was not rejection, that was assignment. God set you where your spirit could stay stable, because your next level cannot be carried by emotional attachment. Number 4, fasten your seatbelt. Then God tightens you, not because you're in trouble, because you're about to move fast. This is where you felt restricted. You couldn't talk like you used to. You couldn't tolerate what you used to. You couldn't chase what you used to chase. You weren't being controlled. You were being secured. Losing people cannot handle sudden acceleration. Number 5, the runway, the loud engine. Then the engine get loud. This is where your life felt noisy, unexpected conflict, strange resistance, inner pressure, intense pruning. The flesh thinks something is wrong, but the spirit knows thrust is loud. The noise wasn't a sign you were failing. It was a sign that engine of destiny were turning on. Number 6, take off the pushback. Then comes takeoff. Then takeoff happens. You feel yourself pushed back into the seat. That's the part most people misinterpret. They think being pushed back means they're moving backwards. No. That pushback is force. It is the power required to lift you out of the realm you used to live in. Prophetically, what you call pressure was the force of God lifting you above old cycles. Number 7, turbulence, not a crash, a transition zone. Then comes turbulence. Turbulence don't mean the plane is breaking. It means the plane is passing through an unstable layer of air. That's prophetic. Some of you are in a transition zone. Old patterns trying to pull you, new identity trying to form you, old voices trying to confuse you, new clarity trying to settle. You're not crashing, you're crossing. And number 8, altitude, new vision, new rules. Then the plane reaches altitude. And here, this is the part that people realize altitude has different rules. What work on the ground doesn't work up here. It doesn't work in the air. It doesn't work as you elevate. In altitude, you don't breathe the same way. You don't see the same way. You don't move the same way. This is why some of you can't enjoy what you used to. Your spirit is no longer compatible with the old appetites. God is changing your taste because altitude changes you higher and changes your hunger. Oxygen, why God made prayer non-negotiable, and that's number 9. At altitude, oxygen matter. Up there, you cannot live off yesterday's breath. That's why God is calling his people back to consecration. Number 10, the landing. You are not lifted to float. You are lifted to be sent. And finally, landing. God doesn't elevate you to keep you in the clouds. He elevates you so you can arrive at the destination with something in your hands. This flight is not for entertainment. It is for an assignment. You are being lifted to see what others can't, to carry peace into panic, to hold steady when others shakes, to bring solution, not just sermons, to build, not to just announce, prophetically sealed. So hear me clearly. If you feel the tightness, you're being secured. If you feel the noise, the engine are on. If you feel the push, takeoff is happening. If you feel turbulence, you are crossing layers. If you feel the change in your appetite, you are at altitude. Don't fight what's preparing you. This is not delay. This is not abandonment. This is divine flight, and God is taking his people higher with purpose. Amen. Be encouraged that Jesus Christ loves you. I love you too. Bye.